it's all about Tom Brady. He's just one of those guys that if the game is on the line, you need a big play, he'll make that play for you.
Reload! Check it! 220! Right, check!
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Wilson's Seahawks.
Larry, overcast skies, but knock on wood, no rain on the radar to speak of right now as we welcome you to CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First carry for Thomas Rawls. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A huge play there right off the bat. 54 yards on the ground. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. In motion is the tight end Graham. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. In motion is the tight end Graham. On second down, Rawls. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Procise. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Freeman again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And some room to maneuver. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 70 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. So much for just picking up the 1st down. How about that run all the way on 3rd down into the end zone?
I'd say this was a bonus run because you're right. All you're trying to do is get the 1st down in that situation. But to top it off with that gigantic sprint and to go all the way, the only thing he's worried about near the end of that run is if someone's going to jump on his back. And I mean Mr. Fatigue. And that's all he was worried about. Well-conditioned, carried it all the way.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Before we see this next possession, you and I were talking before the game about the AFC playoff picture. You got the Pats and the Steelers at 7-2. Those are your best records in that conference. Chiefs at 6-3. Really, they're running away with the AFC West.
Yeah, and that's a surprise, isn't it? Because in preseason, we all, well, I shouldn't say all, but most of us probably thought the AFC West was the toughest division in football. But Denver's fallen off the pace. The Raiders have been a little bit of a disappointment, and the Chargers just can't gain traction. So right now, it's Kansas City's division to lose. And if they get home field, could you imagine all those teams having to visit Kansas City? One of the best atmospheres in the game.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So the offense taking over in just a second. But, you know, last year, going off the script a little bit, so much talk around Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, who would go 1, who would go 2, and will they pan out? Well, this year, they are both panning out really well.
They certainly are, and they went 1 and 2. Jared Goff, number 1 to the Rams. Wentz, number 2 to the Eagles. Wentz became the starter as a rookie, played all 16 games, and here in the second season, a lot of MVP talk surrounds him, and rightly so. Jared Goff got left behind, only started 7 games as a rookie, didn't play that well. Many people want to use the B word on him for bust. Not at all. He's playing at a really high level. The Rams are in first place. He might not be in the MVP talk, but how about most improved player in the league?
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Sanu, the man in motion left. They run. Devontae Freeman. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 38 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide recievers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. 2nd down now after the incompletion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Wilson to give to Rawls. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now Wilson on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deion Jones leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Ryan on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Third down. It's Coleman. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing again. Wilson over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Throwing is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, someone just made a house call, and his name is Robert Alford. You remember that name, don't you, partner?
Seen him on the biggest of stages, picking off Tom Brady in Super Bowl 51.
Yeah, took it all the way back for a touchdown, then gave his team a 21-3 lead. They didn't hold it, but that was a mammoth play.
That was a mammoth play, and what we just saw was a mammoth play. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's fielded at the 34. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. First down. Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. Looking deep for Gabriel. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now he steps away. Now he's going to send this one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. First down, this is Rawls. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
The Seahawks on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. He may try and run for the touchdown. Seahawks. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Sanu, the man in motion left. Now it's Freeman. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. And now a first down following that long gain. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Sanu, the man in motion left. Sanu, the man in motion right. It's a give to Freeman running right. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Red zone opportunity. Sanu, the man in motion left. Sanu, the man in motion right. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Coleman now. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 6 yards there to bring up 4th.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Shift together here from the D-line. Wilson. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football, But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. 9 yards on the play and a first down. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He can run for, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. Running right, this is Freeman. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Falcons on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Coleman. And he had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Back to throw. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know.
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion, and we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the two-point conversion.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big two-point conversion attempt. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down now, but that clock rolling. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down. Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So the offense has it first and 10. Throwing now is Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Sanu, the man in motion right. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Sanu, the man in motion left. Sanu, the man in motion right. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. The Falcons on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. Sanu, the man in motion left. Sanu, the man in motion right. On third down. It's Coleman. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done. Now part 2. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra.
Trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.